How's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks for taking the time to do this interview. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. How's your 2020 going so far?
Hey, just as crazy as everybody else's, No, it's actually pretty good. I can't complain. Got to fight early in the year, in January 11th, got another win. Broke my hand in the fight, unfortunately, so I didn't get to get another one before the pandemic started, but been sidelined since then, since I was letting my hand heal, and now all the coronavirus stuff started. So I've been itching to get back in the cage and excited to get to do that this coming up Friday.
Yeah, how was it like to get the call for LFA last week? I believe it was last week, right?
Yeah, it's been kind of in the works. Nothing was, everything was kind of taking a little while to get finalized. Stuff was kind of choppy for a second, but yeah, we got everything finalized. We got the contract signed last week, so it was exciting, man. I'm really excited. It seems like it came up really fast, which can be good sometimes. I'm pretty much try to stay in, live in a fight camp, essentially. I'm always trying to eat pretty clean and stay in shape, so whenever the opportunity arises, I can jump on it.
And you're at one of the best gyms in the world right now with Sanford MMA, producing the top guys like Gilbert Burns, Ong Le Song, and then Michael Chandler. How was training camp this time around?
Oh, it was awesome, man. Like I was saying, it really wasn't much of like I didn't do nothing crazy specific because I didn't have an opponent until pretty late, and just always working, always trying to improve, and the training is always amazing down here, man. Like you said, all those people you just named off, like it doesn't get much better than them, So I'm never short on good training partners. I'm never short on good coaching. We got the best coaches in the world: Henry Hoof, Greg Jones, Kami Barzini. So many world champions. Training's always next level.
Yeah, and talking about your training partners, is Dustin Lampros gonna be in your corner for this fight?
He won't be in the corner because it kind of sucks because of COVID. They're only allowing one person to be in our corner.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so luckily I'm fighting with a teammate, Andre Fiallo, who's a freaking monster too. But so we'll have two people out there, but only one person will be in the corner. So we got our good friend Tuco going, and he trains down there with us, and Jose, one of our boxing coaches, holding pads and stuff. So we're gonna take him so he can hold pads and help us get ready. And Tuco will be in my corner.
Nice, nice. And how's the weight cut going for you right now? Like, how much pounds do you need to cut before the fight?
This morning I was 169 and a half, and I've already started water loading, so that's with a lot of water in me. So I'm pretty much golden. It seems like a lot, but I've been drinking 2 gallons of water every day for the past 5 days or so. So I'm super hydrated and, getting my body ready, kind of tricking it to, pull all the water out of it here in a couple of days. And so, like I said, this morning, 69 and a half. I usually like to be a little bit lighter, but looks like probably just a couple more pounds, lose another 5 pounds, hopefully by Thursday, the morning of weigh-ins. And water cut the rest. Probably have like a 8-pound water cut or so.
Yeah. And was there any hesitation taking this fight on such short notice, or are you just glad to get back in there after you got a layoff?
Yeah, like I said, man, I pretty much try to always stay ready, and no hesitation, just excited,
And what do you think of your opponent, Keegan Genrich? Like, what do you see in his game?
So one of the problems, not a problem, but there was a little bit of he had a little bit of a gap in his fight career. He was 1-1 in like 2015, and then had like a 4-year layoff, and just fought recently, like 10 months ago or something, 8 or 10 months ago. And so that was like his most recent fight, obviously, and so that's what I was trying to kind of base it off of more than anything. But he's really not bad. I think he said he's 6'2". From what I've seen, he's primarily southpaw, but it looks like he switches orthodox and stuff too. Throws a pretty good rear leg roundhouse. He's got decent submissions off of his back. Looks like he's got okay jiu-jitsu, but I don't want to take away nothing, but I don't think that there's any way he's on the same level as me anywhere. There's no way there's no way he's training with the same people as me. No way he's training as many times a day. No way he's training as hard. You know, eating is right. You know, I feel like I'm just doing the right things to you know, be victorious no matter where it goes.
Yeah, do you have a certain prediction for this fight coming up?
You know, honestly, man, I plan on just going straight across the cage and just getting in his face and applying a bunch of pressure, landing some heavy shots, and you know, it might end up going to the ground, but I'm hoping to just finish him on the feet. And if the opportunity's there, I might go for the takedown. But honestly, I see me walking across the stage walking across the cage, landing some heavy shots, and he's probably going to shoot in on a desperation shot and maybe just sprawl on him and finish him there.
Awesome to hear, man. And with your LFA contract, how many fights do you have on the LFA contract?
So this was just a one fight contract for now. You know, we'll probably just take it fight by fight, but you know, I'm very excited to be fighting for him. So I definitely plan on, you know, staying with them for a little while.
And you know, LFA is one of the top promotions outside the UFC. I believe UFC owns part of it because I think LFA is on UFC Fight Pass. How many more wins do you think you would need to get like a shot in the UFC or Contender Series?
You know, I'm not completely sure on that. You know, I'm gonna keep winning and you know, keep doing my thing until I do get the call. But I'm hoping, you know, for some reason I got this magic number of 6-0. You know, thinking that's probably around the time that I might get a Contender Series shot or maybe like a last minute replacement call for the UFC. But I'm not worried. You know, if it takes, you know, 12-0, you know, I'm going to be ready, you know, whatever it is. So just keep doing my thing. And as long as I'm in the gym training and improving, getting better, I'm going to be ready whenever the time comes.
And talking about 6-0, I think Dustin Lampros is going to be there very soon. And I just want to know, like, how did you guys meet?
Yeah, for sure, man. Dustin's the man. He's gonna be there very soon. So funny enough, man, it's crazy the way the world works. So I'm from Hillsboro, Missouri, and he's from Southern Illinois, and we're really not too close to each other, like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from each other. But there was a gym in the middle of us, and we both ended up training there for a while, called Finney's MMA. And, you know, I trained with him for, I guess it was probably, you know, 8-10 months, maybe close to a year. And then he moved back down here to Florida, started training at Hard Knocks. And I remember the first day, you know, which is now Sanford MMA, first day he was there, he gave me a call and was like, dude, this is the place. You got to come down here and train, check it out. And he was saying, especially for me, because there's a ton of, you know, 55s and 170s. So people around my weight class. And anyways, yeah, he gave me a call and I was like, dude, whenever you're ready for me to come down, I'll come check it out. And so not too long after that, he actually had a fight coming up. So he came up for his fight, and then afterwards he rode back down with me. I drove my car down there, packed up, and I stayed on his couch for a couple weeks until I found my own place, and you know, been there ever since then.
And you guys are like in Deerfield Beach, right, in Florida?
Yeah. So I actually like I said, I was staying on his couch for a couple weeks until I found my own place. Ended up breaking my jaw in half. Had a crazy freaking accident at practice.
Dang.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, but it's all good. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. So then the next time I moved back down, we actually got a place together. So me, him, and our buddy Joe, we all lived together in this little townhouse here in Deerfield Beach, real close to the new Sanford facility.
Yeah. And I think with Dustin, I saw like one of his Snapchat stories where you watch a fight of yours every night. Like
Right.
Do you do that like every single night?
No, that was a joke. He's always making fun of me. He turned that fight on.
That's funny. And you know, with that, so you're from Missouri. Like, how has the beach been for you? Like, is it like, what do you like most about Deerfield right now?
Beach is cool, man. I'll be honest, I don't get out and do too much other than training. You know, we train 2 or 3 times a day, and I'm just trying to relax whenever we're not training. So, beach is definitely cool. Dustin gets me out there, and we go out there sometimes. But you know, more than anything, I just love the vibe down here. You know, it's just so nice. Just freaking on the way, you know, pulling into the gym, we got palm trees lining the road, and
Yeah.
always nice. You know, sometimes it'll freaking start pouring down rain out of nowhere. But other than that, dude, it's
Yeah,
freaking
that's Florida for you, right?
sure. It's beautiful down here though, man. It's super awesome.
Hmm. And I was looking at your amateur record earlier today, and I saw a name that a lot of people know. Do you know what that name is?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's probably my one
Yeah,
more Luis Pena, Violent Bob Ross.
yeah. How was
Yeah.
it like to fight a UFC caliber guy? I mean, obviously this was years before he made it onto the Ultimate Fighter, but how was it like to fight a guy like Luis Pena?
It was great, man. You know, props to him for one. You know, good for him. He's doing well right now in his career. That's awesome. And for two, he actually took that fight kind of short notice. I was
Hmm.
supposed to fight another opponent, and I think that dude actually broke his jaw. And so Luis stepped in, took the fight on like a week's notice or something, and it was my third amateur fight. I had just turned, you know, no excuses for sure. I'm not trying to make this sound, but like I said, everything happens for a reason. And but I had just turned 19 a couple days before that actually.
Hmm.
Dude, I remember I freaking pigged out on my birthday and messed my weight cut up. I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? Was immediately in the gym, freaking running, trying to burn some of the calories. But nah, I messed it all up. Had a terrible weight cut. Felt terrible in the fight. Um, it was. I mean, it was a decent fight. He freaking he got my back round 2 and 3, and I just couldn't get him off. You know, went to decision. So I think I was definitely winning the first round, and then he got my back and controlled me most of the second and third round. So. But like I said, it was actually a great thing. It was probably the best thing that could have happened to me is taking that loss because I actually after that I moved from Missouri to California. You know, it showed me I kind of wanted to get some different training. I actually started working with a strength and conditioning coach and a nutritionist. You know, because I messed my weight cut up, and I was like, you know, I need to start getting this stuff under control and figuring it out. And like I said, I moved to California, and pretty much everything changed after that fight. You know, kind of kicked my butt in gear, and was just like, you know, I got to do better than this.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you totally on that. And what like you're undefeated in your professional record. Like how many like what's your goal on like being undefeated? Like I know like you never want to lose, but like if you were to go like a Khabib record of like 28-0, like what's your ideal goal to get that number to?
You know, man, honestly, I don't even, you know, this probably sounds bad. Of course, nobody ever wants to lose. And as of now, I don't plan on it, you know. But for one, with how crazy the fight game is, there's just so many, you know, it's not like boxing. You know, there's boxing math where you can almost statistically figure out who's probably going to win a fight before the fight even happens. MMA, man, I mean, it's just boxing the same way. It only takes one. Sometimes you get caught, but even more so with MMA, you know, submissions. You see it all the time. Dudes are absolutely dominating a fight and then just fall into a freaking armbar or you know, catch one on the chin and it's over. So yeah, I don't think you know, a loss isn't going to be the end of the world.
Hmm.
And honestly, we usually learn way more whenever we lose, anyway. So
Yeah, for sure.
you know, of course, like we were saying, nobody wants to lose. You know, losing's not fun, but ultimately, it really does probably make us better. So I'm not worried about losses. At the end of the day, you know, speaking of goals, and not necessarily my goal isn't necessarily to go 30-0 or nothing. It's to honestly, it's just to truly be the best fighter I can be. So I'm sure there's going to be some losses in there, you know, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to go out there and give it 100%. You know, as long as I bring my best every single time, I'm not ashamed to lose.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. And like, if you weren't doing MMA like right now, like if you weren't pursuing a career as an MMA fighter, what do you think you would be doing? Like another career you wouldn't be pursuing right now?
Honestly, man, there's no telling. I mean, ever since dude, I remember being freaking 6 years old with the dream of, dude, I'm gonna be a world champion in the UFC. You know, so I couldn't imagine not doing this. But I went to college for like 12 minutes. Not really. I went for a whole semester, but whenever I was going to I was majoring in elementary education and minoring in special education. So actually, really, one of the only other things I ever wanted to do was be a special education teacher. And just because I know I have several friends and you know, a couple family members that do have mental disabilities, and they really are special people, man. And I would love to get to work with them. And but you know, I think that I definitely belong here in the fight game, and I really plan on doing a lot of good with this platform I plan on building.
Yeah. And I guess going more outside of MMA, like what are some hobbies that like you're very invested in besides MMA?
I love playing video games. I think most dudes do, but honestly, I don't really play too much anymore. Almost all my focus is just on training. Uh, honestly, man, I love being home with my family, playing board games and stuff. Just any type of hanging out with my friends and family. Spending time with people that I really care about and matter to me. And I really want to start trying to give back to the community of no matter what it may be. So anything around that nature.
Hmm. And let's say that this fight goes according to plan with
What
I
up,
think it
Dave?
was Gainwich, right? Like if let's say you get out that fight unscathed, like a first round finish or something like that. Like when are you expecting to come back to the cage?
Dude, I would love to. So as of right now, so I actually just already bought my plane ticket and everything for going. I'm going to go back home for 12 days. So planning on, hopefully I was, planning on the same thing, coming out unscathed and no injuries, hopefully this time. And uh, anyways, I'm gonna go get this win, and I got a wedding to be in. One of my best friends in the world. I'm gonna go back home and be in his wedding and spend about a week with the family, and I'm gonna come right back down here, get back to training, and hopefully not take any time off. So I should be ready to hop right back in it, and hopefully I'd love to get back in there maybe a month or two after this.
Hmm. And the last question I had for you, I didn't want to take much of your time, but what do you love most about MMA? Like, is there like a certain aspect that you just like fell in love with at the start?
Dude, honestly, I think my very favorite part of this game is last night we were watching the fights, and Junior Dos Santos was fighting what's his name? I always
Rosenstrike.
I always have a hard time
Yeah.
with his name, but it was a great fight, and Rosenstrike ended up catching him and putting him away, and then afterwards, and they're teammates too. I think they
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Dang.
I believe so. I think they both train at American Top Team. But anyways, Junior's sitting there on the cage, and Rosenstrike just goes and sits down and just freaking wraps his
Hmm.
arm around him. And just the camaraderie and the respect aspect of, just everything that martial arts brings. The respect, humility, just freaking everything about it. How to, it's very humbling. You're never the best one out there. You can always find somebody that's better than you. Teaches you how to work hard, never give up, and just everything along those lines, all the character traits that it builds.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Evan. That was a great speech right there. But thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And good luck in your next fight, man. I'll be watching.
Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. I had a good time. Thank you for taking your time and having me on here, man. I've been following you for a little while now,
Hmm.
especially with Dustin, so you always got freaking hilarious memes and great stuff to say on here, man. So keep up the good work, and I hope that we can get back on here soon.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. After the fights or before your next fight, yeah, just I'll hit you up about it. Okay.
For sure, man. All right, take care, buddy. I'll see you later.
You too.